Yes, people, welcome back to the channel. It's your host with the most reported live to yours, and you can see I got a big grin on my face. It's because another good day. We made another signing, and it's official. Christian Norgaard officially signs for Arsenal Football Club. Yes, Christian Norgaard, this is the Brentford captain. We welcome you to the Invincibles Club, the biggest club in London. I'm not hearing anything else. Welcome to the Gentlemen's Club, the big man. He's going to be a strong addition to the team, Norgaard has been the captain for Brentford. I'm sure last season he scored like 5 goals and then he had like 4 assists. He's going to be a strong addition to the squad, considering that we lost Thomas Partey and Jorginho as well left. So if you want to make it make sense for you, just keep in mind that he is replacing Jorginho. If you want to think about Partey going, you're obviously going to lose your head. But he is a strong addition, very physical. He's got a good physical presence. He has very strong in the ball interceptions, and then aerial juice. Of course, us, aerial juice, and we are set piece FC, so it's going to be a strong addition to the aerial juice. And then he's very good in blocking the ball, set piece threat as well, as I mentioned. So he's going to be a strong addition. 31 years old. It's a 10 million signing. Good business, for a backup player. You're not paying 50 million for a backup player. That is completely ridiculous, out of this world. We cannot play like that. But he's the 3rd signing for the club now. We are happy. Premier League proven, so he's going to be a strong addition when we travel to this difficult games. If you saw, we drew a lot of games with the mid-level teams, and he's going to be a lead as well. If you have Premier League record, then when we're going away to play matches like Crystal Palace, he's going to know how to deal with them. But he's a sweeper. He likes fighting for the ball, a lot of physical presence, tactical awareness, and very versatile. He's going to be mainly our defense anchor player, who can he's good. He's very big in breaking up the play, intercepting, tackles, blocks, winning aerial duels. If you saw today, the Premier League even dropped a video of him, how he's always ready to break up play. He's very proactive. So he's a very, very strong addition to the team. He's a strong addition to the team, and he's very happy. He's happy that he's going to play Champions League. He said he felt like tears in his eyes. We don't know, but of course, anyone will be happy that finally he gets to play for Champions League football team, a big club, a big club like Arsenal Football Club, So welcome, Christian Norgaard. We wish you all the best, lad. Hopefully you can take us to the dreamland as well. We will need all the help we can get, But Christian Norgaard joining, it was already been reported, so any day from now, we were looking forward to the guy joining. In other news, as you've heard people talking about Victor Gyökeres deal as Arsenal was given away, has just given up. Nah, that is not happening. That is just the haters talking. We're not going anywhere. We're still on the negotiating table, as reported by Fabio Romano. There's just a gap with the valuation. There's just an issue with the valuation. How much? I think it's the 5 million variance. How are we not able to pay the 5 million for a world-class striker, for a breadwinner, for John Wick? How are we not able to pay 5 million extra for a player like Victor Gyökeres? But we got money to spend on Noni Madueke. Anyway, I'm getting to Noni Madueke, people. Let me just dwell on Victor Gyökeres. Prior to the news that has been going around, this clickbait, we are not buying your clickbait, I saw even Mark Goldrich talking about the deal is falling apart. Your deal fell apart against Manchester United. He turned his back against his old coach. He was like, nah, I'm not coming to you. Nah, who want to play relegation? It's your team that got, so hold that. Anyway, the deal is still going to happen. I trust in the Italian mob boss, Don Better. Better he will definitely get it across. He's the only guy I can count on, to be honest. I don't trust Arteta or the Kroenkes to deliver the job. Only the Italian mob boss gets the final say in this game, and I believe he is the guy who will get us through. In other news, for another star player, we're looking into Easy E, man like Ebarachi Easy. Ben Jacob reports that Arsenal will approach Crystal Palace to begin the formal talks. They should have done this long time ago. I don't know why they're doing it now. They should have done it a long time ago, or they should have just went and breaking the release clause. 77 million, and I've heard Arsenal are not prepared to pay. You're not prepared to pay. But you get money for the problem now is everything you do is just gonna compare you with Nuno Madueke, because Nuno Madueke is the reference point of everything now. So I'm sorry, I'm just gonna keep going back to this guy. 77 million, break the bank. Tottenham just signed 2 players in the space of 2 days, 50 million, 60 million, all releases clauses for Kudus, and now they get Morgan Gibbs White. Just come in and sweeping and doing their business quietly, going about their business quietly. When we are out there darling, doing the Nelly and Kelly dilemma, we want this guy, we associated with this guy. Nah, man, this is not it, we need to just clean up and get stepping, In other news, Nuno Madueke, there have been a lot of guys that thought that they were sending messages to Nuno Madueke. I don't know, racist threats, a lot of bullshit threats sending. That's not necessary, to be honest. I don't think you need to send out for the player. Another guy I saw, he had another different point, that maybe Nuno Madueke is a London youth, so maybe deep down he supports Arsenal, he wants to move for the club. But I don't think you need to be sending this guy messages from telling about why you want to join Arsenal, going to his DM. I think that's personal, You need to pause on that one. You need to pause. But I understand it's more like the blood than the Crips, We're tired of the Bloods running away with everything, stealing all our money and just living their trash banks in the front of our yard. We're tired of these youths. They just robbed us, daylight robbery with Kai Havertz. They want to do it again to make it 100 million now. But I feel like the attacks have been more, they've been outrageous, out of this world. People out here signing petitions. I had like 2,200 people have already signed petitions. If Mikel Arteta is going to proceed with this guy, he's going to have to stand on him. It's a make or break. If he signs this guy and then it floats and then it works out, then that's good for him. If he signs this guy then it fails, I'm sure he's dead. It'll be the final. He's already on. Like, everyone is giving him the last year. Even though I didn't want to give him, I don't have any say this, but that's just about it. He's going to have to stand on business on Nuno Madueke if he literally decides to bring him in. To top it off, Chelsea are even saying 50 million is not enough. This youth, they bought him for 29 million. He didn't do anything. His GA in 3 years is like 18. They are playing Conference League. They just got back to the top for years. They're playing conferences. So how he even had a bad season, So how his price went up to 50? If I start about Nuno Madueke, I just lose my head, I'm just gonna lose my head. Let me just not dwell on that one. But I'm just happy that Christian Norgaard is joining the club. Let's see if we can close the big guys we want, like the Rodrygo is still not done as well. Rodrygo rumor is still floating around that Real Madrid will make a final decision next week. As you saw yesterday's game, he was dropped again. But Xavi Alonso out here talking about it's a technical decision. Blood, we all got eyes. We can see, we all got eyes. We can see. Even everyone knows, man. Every Tom and Dick knows you don't want him. Arsenal need to beat for this guy. I think he'll be a strong asset. I don't want you. But if you are going to take Nuno Madueke, I don't see you taking Rodri. Rodri will be a very, very strong asset for us. He's still young, versatile, aggressive, and very smart. So let's see how it goes, people. Anyway, that's just about it. Any more news dropping, I'm gonna be out and I'm gonna drop more people. Make sure you smash the like and you subscribe to your boy. Thank you as always for your support.